Do you ever wonder if credit scores are really fair to everyone? Credit scores play a huge role in financial decisions, like getting a loan or a mortgage. They can make or break your chances of getting approved. But have you ever stopped to think about how they're calculated and whether they're really fair to everyone? Credit scores can be unfair, particularly to marginalized communities and individuals with limited credit history. For instance, people from low-income backgrounds might not have access to the same financial resources as others, making it harder for them to build a good credit score. This can lead to a cycle of poverty that's tough to break. These communities might also be more likely to be affected by predatory lending practices, which can further damage their credit scores. It's a tough spot to be in, and it's not always easy to get out. Individuals with limited credit history face similar challenges. If you're new to credit, you might not have enough information to generate a credit score. This can make it difficult to get approved for loans or credit cards, which in turn limits your ability to build credit. It's a catch-22 that can be frustrating to deal with. By the way, if you're just starting out and want to see where your credit stands, you can easily check your score with a trusted credit monitoring tool. It only takes a few minutes, and it's nearly free. Links in the description. Even students or young adults who are just starting out might find themselves in this situation. They might not have had the chance to build credit yet, but they're still expected to have a good credit score. Payment history and credit utilization are two major factors that influence credit scores. Your payment history shows lenders whether you're reliable and responsible with your debt. Credit utilization, on the other hand, looks at how much of your available credit you're using. Both of these factors can have a big impact on your credit score. For example, missing a payment or maxing out your credit card can cause your score to drop significantly. But what if you're someone who's struggling to make ends meet? You might miss a payment or two, not because you're irresponsible, but because you simply can't afford it. That can lead to a lower credit score, which then makes it harder to get approved for loans or credit in the future. Research has shown that there are systemic biases in the credit scoring system. Some studies have found that credit scores are often biased against people from low-income communities or communities of color. This can be due to a variety of factors, including the types of data used to calculate credit scores or the way that data is weighted. Experts argue that these biases can perpetuate existing social and economic inequalities. They also suggest that alternative forms of credit scoring, such as rent reporting, could help to level the playing field. To wrap things up, credit scores can have a big impact on our financial lives, but they might not be as fair as we think. There's a need for a fairer credit system that takes into account the challenges faced by marginalized communities and individuals with limited credit history. So what do you think? Are credit scores really fair to everyone? Share your thoughts in the comments below.